The 57th Super Sunday has finally arrived.
It's not a national holiday, but maybe it should be.
The Super Bowl is unlike any other event. Every single inch and every single minute is planned.
Here we go, everyone, showtime.
It's part of what makes it so exciting. You're planning it down to try to figure out what are the elements that you need to do to make this successful.
Bob, you're gonna cue the pyro hit too, right?
Pyro, 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 go!
It takes such an army to put this game together and to bring this to hundreds of millions of fans.
And we can't wait to get started. Super Bowl 57. Here we go.
So the Super Bowl, as you can imagine, comes with a lot of stuff. We're very much like the circus. So we come with many parts, many pieces, and it just keeps growing and evolving over time. There's a million things going on in every possible area you could think of, and then some. So if you look over my shoulder, all the way up at the top of the building on the 400 level, we built a 3-story structure that normally is just concourse space. And in that, we have our NFL control space where all of the decision makers on game day will be located. We've obviously been busy building that since we first arrived on site. A unique feature of this building is the field. The field is on a tray that rolls in and out of the building. The reason why there's so many people working around us as we speak is because the field just came into the building on Wednesday. So we're scrambling now to finally build this side, this end zone, that you couldn't do because this is where the field goes in and out of the facility. There's a lot of stuff that has to get done, but I feel confident in the team we have. I mean, this is, the best of the best that are here, that are helping to support this and bring it to life on Sunday.
So this year, they kind of have a unique tunnel situation. So we've taken the approach of having both teams come from the same tunnel. So it created a really unique challenge.
Okay, because we just have so many moving parts, so many.
We're gonna have both teams come out of the same tunnel. How do we keep that fresh, right?
Man, we keep that middle line right here on this middle line.
How does it look different for both teams? So we came up with this design with these carts that kind of have these totem poles that raise up and raise down.
So the 2 back ones are the Chiefs ribbons that go up, and then the 2 front ones are the Eagles ribbons that go up.
Gotcha.
But you'll have cheerleaders on all of them.
Yep.
So that's one example of how you make adjustments and you kind of think outside of the box on how you can do things differently from stadium to stadium.
Randy, can I introduce you to our client at the NFL?
Yeah, sure. What's going on, man?
Randy, this is Tim.
Hey, Tim. Yo, Tim, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Thanks for all this stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
Randy is a local Navajo, and he actually did all of the influencing of the cart designs on the LEDs.
I think this is actually the first that a Navajo rug design has been animated. Because I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is the perfect time. And I added more effects that are found in our aesthetic. There's what called the eye dazzler.
Yep.
And that's what, it just gives it that energy, that vibration, that we're going for.
We loved it so much, we ended up kind of changing what we were doing stylistically throughout the entire game and started to weave in more of the Ganado look into our overall look in the stadium.
Interior, we have obviously the Jumbotrons and large-scale banners across those. We're celebrating the 2 teams in a big way, so those banners don't print, obviously, until after the championship games.
It is over, and the Kansas City Chiefs heading to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in 4 years.
Attention, air traffic control. A flock of eagles is heading to Arizona.
So we kind of are hitting start immediately when those games are ending to pull these banners to get them up in time and get them hung. So it really is a ton of people coming together, a ton of materials, a ton of finishing, and it really takes a village to get this done in time.
We have no Fox in here though, right? Sophie to Tim.
Go for Tim.
Hey, are we getting Fox down into the player tunnel?
I am Mike Davis. I am Senior Vice President of Field and Technical Operations at Fox Sports. Yesterday we did the halftime rehearsal. Today is a bunch of rehearsals for pregame. For Fox, we have over 900 people here. We have 8 mobile units, another 10 trucks in terms of support units in the stadium, and outside the stadium, 94 cameras to capture the action. And there's no room for, technical problems or that type of thing.
Tim to Griffin, they're saying it's a little too dark in there. Can we bring the lighting up a little bit?
The fact that the world is watching and that Fox gets this chance every few years and we're the stewards of this event, we want to go and do a good job with it.
Stand by for locker room doors.
And Griffin, full CO2. Brian, full CO2.
Give them a warning. When that CO2 blows, it gets cold.
Set, go, go, go! Go, 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 go! The kids are so cute.
In order to make sure that we are ready to go for game day, and we used a high school team on the field to prep all of their cameras. So you get football plays being run and covering a ball being thrown 25 yards downfield, and they were able to just follow and make sure that they've got action happening on the field in a way that the cameras would be covering for the game. Fox really wants a lot of focus on those critical plays in the game. They've got all of their specialized cameras calibrated properly in order to be able to run those super slow motion replays that can decide the outcome of the Super Bowl potentially.
They're going to take a look at that.
I think I counted in their replay system, they had like 30 different cameras they could look at.
Overall, broadly make sure that they're ready to give the viewers at home the best possible viewing experience of the biggest game of the year. The kids love it. The best part is when the kids are lined up along the benches, they see their face up on the big screen and they immediately crack into a smile. So you know that it's fun for them, it's exciting for them, and it's fun to be able to give them that chance to be out here.
My name is Seth Dudowski. I'm the head of music for the NFL. Hey guys, Seth is on comms now. I oversee any of our performances at the league's tentpole events, as well as the music supervision for NFL media.
Hey,
you need anything? Call me.
Will
Call
do.
me. Working in sports and music, the great part is that those are the two things that, more than anything else, bring people together. Music is personal for people. It's something that we all have different opinions on who do we like. And there's very few artists that everybody can say that they love.
Please join me in welcoming Rihanna.
And those artists are the ones that really cut through across all different ages, demos, styles and genres of music.
When you become a mom, there's something that just happens where you feel like you could take on the world, you can do anything, and the Super Bowl is one of the biggest stages in the world.
In the case of this year, we have Rihanna. We know what she represents in terms of just global appeal. All of these different genres that offshoot from her gives us the opportunity to then go any direction in the pregame. So it's Friday of Super Bowl week. It's about 3 o'clock. We're near the end of our pregame rehearsals. So we just heard Lift Every Voice and Sing. Then we heard Babyface do America the Beautiful. Chris just knocked out his first round of National Anthem. First one is really for them to hear themselves in the stadium for the first time. It's an honor to get to work with you.
Thank you.
Oh, you sounded great too. And
Thank you.
to get a sense for just their place, get comfortable in here. For us to get a look at a lot of the shots, the camera shots that Fox is directing from the truck. And then we add in the sign language artists.
Please welcome ASL performer Troy Kutzer.
And how we're coordinating with them, how we're integrating them into the on-field performance for the hearing disabled that want to be able to access that in full. So of course the acoustics are extremely important. Performing in a stadium is different than any other type of venue. This stadium has these 2 giant Brunel trusses that run the length of the field on both sides. So that gave us the opportunity for the first time ever to rig the audio from the sky. And what that lets us do is preset it tune it, leave it, and not have to touch it for the week.
And the sound is incredible.
This is the best any Super Bowl has ever sounded.
Yeah.
So the biggest difference this year is these speakers sound concert level, and I think that's just another element of the music piece of this that we continue to upgrade and do a little bit better each year. Yeah. Damn.
Here we go. We're about 24 hours away from kickoff of Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. Home stretch, that nervous energy. Yes, it is officially kicking in.
So right now we're setting up strictly for the game and getting coaches' lockers set up, the entire players, coaches, staff, everybody that's going to be on the sideline for the game. After you win the conference championship right on the field, the league executives give you all the patches and like, here you go, whatever you want patched up for the game. So the next morning we were at our local twill guy, embroiderer, and he took care of everything within 24 hours.
One more sleep, and then we'll finally have the game we've been waiting all year for. The Kansas City Chiefs had put the finishing touches on their plan earlier in the day. Meetings as normal as they try to make this just like a game week, even if, well, quite frankly, this game's a little bit bigger.
This is the third Super Bowl that I've worked, and the more we keep it as a normal game, the better it is. I mean, it's hard to do that, but this part of it I try to keep normal. I have a little cheat sheet, and it would make sense to nobody in this world but me. And I go through and make sure all of this stuff is in their lockers. Things that they, might wear because of an injury, like Frank Clark wears an elbow brace. So I just make these little notes, and it just ensures that you get here and you have everything. I have a little saying in my head: helmet, shoulder pads, knee pads, thigh pads, shoes. I have no idea.
Super Bowl 57 has finally arrived. We've got two of the NFL's top guns facing off today in the big game.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Thank you.
Happy game day.
Happy game day.
Welcome to Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. This Super Bowl, there's a theme, right? It's team, right? It's the teams on the field, and it's the team here that puts this amazing show on. At 12 o'clock, you're on, and you're gonna do what makes you guys the best.
Like Bob said, it's about the team, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And this year for me, it's a reminder, you didn't cry, so I'm gonna cry. It's a reminder of how special this game is. We take it for granted because we're in it and we're working, but when you stop and you talk to the people in and around the stadium, in the community, people who get to come here for the first time, it's so special to so many people. There are hundreds of millions of people around the world who would want to be here right now. Enjoy the day, have a lot of fun, and if there wasn't a camera, ask her if there's a camera on me. Let's go kick the out of this game and show why we're all here. Let's have a good time. Let's do this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Kick ass!
It's about that time. You're
go,
starting
baby.
to feel the buzz and the energy around the building here at State Farm Stadium out in Glendale. And I can't wait to see the players.
Soon they're going to be getting in buses to get to this stadium. Can't come soon enough.
So my name is Scott Copenhaver. I'm the Senior Manager of Social Content at the NFL. Pretty much anything that goes out on any of the NFL social channels kind of runs through me and my team.
This is the Eagles bus. They got stuck in traffic here. The police got them out of the traffic jam, and they're escorting them to the stadium so they can make it here on time.
So what's about to happen is the players are going to start to arrive. We're going to get content from our team on the ground, and then we'll start to get that up on our channels. And they'll directly upload that to our Slack channel, where we will take that video, edit it, get it up on Twitter as fast as possible. From where I'm sitting, I can see the players arriving down into the locker room. I actually just got the video here. Looks like Jason Kelsey's arriving, so I'm gonna get this up on Twitter. And then I'll get Jalen Hurts and Mahomes arriving.
They are the youngest combined age of any quarterbacks competing against each other in Super Bowl history.
From the time the player arrives to when we post the arrival, it's within a minute or two that it's up on our channels. You know, the Super Bowl is like a huge cultural event. I'm making sure that for the people that aren't here, they get to see kind of what it's like on the field, in the suites, who's sitting in the stands, who's on the field pregame, is Jay-Z on the field? Just the ins and outs of what's happening in the stadium that maybe the average fan at home might not be able to see.
It don't get no better than this.
I will oversee all game presentation and content, so the entire pregame sequence from when the gates open through the end of the game.
Here we go, everyone. Showtime.
90-minute clock has started.
You know, an hour and a half before kickoff, starting with pregame warm-ups. That's where we'll start to build from, where we start with warm-ups and our celebrity DJ.
We got 4 minutes till our first segment for DJ Snake to come out. He's walking up the ramp right now. This is one of our first of 5 segments happening. We're here, we're ready to go, we're excited. Wait, have a good set.
We're looking good. Hold on 1 second. He's just testing and we'll be ready, but looking good.
This is Snake's intro.
3, 2, 1.
Super Bowl 57. Let's party right now.
Super Bowl! Super Bowl!
Wow!
Is that the crowd?
It's rowdy down here.
Dope, I love it.
Yeah, so good. And the placement too, like out on the field.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is grooving down there.
I know that it's necessary, but there's so many things that go on between the times that these guys warm up and the time that they actually kick the football off.
We're about an hour away from kickoff right now. As you can tell, DJ Snake is tearing up the house here. And then after that, we'll get into the run of schedule. Everything is queued up down to the minute. And as we rehearsed it all on Friday, now we just come out, walk through one at a time and knock them out.
Are we good on Lift Every Voice? We all set?
Sophia,
ready for lift, lift.
And continue.
And to perform Lift Every Voice and Sing, Cheryl Lee Ralph.
When you come in on Super Bowl Sunday, it's a bit of an odd feeling because you've done all the work. You've planned everything, but you still have this feeling in your stomach.
Hey, Tim to Sophie. Tim to Sophie. Tim for Sophie.
My comm is not working. Like, I can't hear any of the show calling.
Sophie, you got me?
My comms keep going out.
I know. Mine too.
Anyone who goes down there, comms go out. I live for it. I kind of thrive on the chaos. Hey, some of this stuff, if we're losing comms, we're gonna have to feel it out. We all know the pacing, we all know the timing. I think most of the people I work with thrive on that chaos.
Let's go, let's go! Slow and steady, keep it up, keep it up!
We'll get through this, guys, we'll get through this, hang in there. It's being able to think outside the box. Follow the PA, Bob will guide us through the timing. Just pay attention to what's going on, follow our cues from rehearsal. And control the chaos and bring it back.
Sophie to Tim T, I think I'm good.
Thank you, Soph.
Whew. The wait is almost over. 32 teams started the season with one goal in mind, and now the 2 best teams stand 1 win away from glory.
4 minutes from the top of the hour, and this is where things really get going. We're gonna get a big pyro hit to start the show off. Comms check on pyro. Pyro, you got us?
Good check.
And then we're off and running. Here we go. Once the train leaves the station, there ain't no going back. Tim, the production club, how we feeling on intros?
We're good. Cheerleaders are lining up.
Timing becomes critical during the Super Bowl, that last 30 minutes leading into kickoff.
We have to stay on time, guys.
In that 30 minutes, we do so much.
There are 45 seconds left.
Bob, don't let them go until they're there.
We don't see him here yet.
Okay.
We still don't see it.
They're just turning the bottom of the tunnel.
20 seconds, we should be fine.
I get this question a lot. Most people would say, are you overwhelmed? Are you nervous?
Once you're put into these types of situations, most people determine pretty quickly. Either they're not cut out for this, or there's a few people that love it and run towards it. You know, and those are the type of people you find on our crew.
Are we good enough to let him go?
Let me know,
I would say another 5 seconds will be good.
5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, send him, go!
The Kansas City Chiefs.
You know, you have a jam-packed stadium, probably the single largest sporting event in the world. You've been planning this event for 2 years, and now's your moment to execute it. There's no better feeling in the world.
2, 1, send up, PA!
The Philadelphia Eagles.
I always try to take a minute to really just appreciate what I have the absolute privilege to be a part of. There's a reason why I've done it for as many years as I have. I still love it.
Performing America the Beautiful, Babyface.
We've heard him plenty of times. I've heard the track 100 times, but when you hear him live on Super Bowl Sunday with the players on the field, there's just something special about it.
With the performance of the national anthem, Chris Stapleton.
Getting that timing through America the Beautiful national anthem is critical for the military. We do a flyover, so we have to be precise.
How are we on flyover timing?
We're good.
Thank you.
Anybody see the planes yet?
Everybody see him? You hear him? Here they come, here they come.
Nice.
Wow. Incredible. The NFL gets that right. To start this game with America the Beautiful and our national anthem in incredible rendition.
Our thanks to the U.S. Navy and the first ever all-woman team of aviators doing a Super Bowl flyover.
Nailed it.
It's all about being together, and the NFL team does it, to me, the best. Just the people that we have across the company, it really takes everyone. I want everybody on that team who's worked so hard, who's sacrificed so many hours, who's worked their weekends, really looking for this moment. I want us all to cross that finish line together.
Hey,
Great pregame.
Great job, everyone. Way to overcome the adversity. Really appreciate it.
Captains, congratulations on earning the opportunity to play in Super Bowl 57.
Well, I feel like we might as well kick this thing off, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. An entire season has been played for the right to lift the Vince Lombardi Trophy.